Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. If you haven't subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe button. I'll just wait until other people start joining the room because I know you're going to be a lot of you. I'm going to have a lot to say about this game. We are, of course, talking about England versus Croatia. Croatia 2, England 1. Congratulations to Croatia first for coming back from defeat to winning in a very spectacular fashion. They put it out on the line. They were prepared to go to new depths to get to that World Cup final. And frankly, they wanted it more than England. So, congratulations to Croatia first and foremost. Where do I begin? I think I mentioned it to you, and I've been mentioning it to you since I've been doing post match reviews of England and preview matches of England. Exactly the same things that I mentioned in previews are the same things that have come back to finally bite England on the arse. So, look, we know we didn't face the best teams in the tournament. Let's not fool ourselves. We went down a route which would have given us the best opportunity to win a World Cup, or at least have got to a final. England didn't grasp that opportunity. And rather than take chances and go out and try to win a World Cup or try to get into a World Cup final, we played it safe and we made the same old mistakes, passing back in defense when better teams can punish you for it. Now, let me start with Harry Kane. I've told you, I've said to you 1,000, every time I said it. Now, tonight I was calling Harry Kane a donkey because that's exactly what he was tonight, an absolute donkey. Listen, this is how I feel about Harry Kane, and I've said it before. This man is a striker, but my man is picking up the ball off the left wing. My man is playing deep in midfield. What the hell is he doing? What the hell is this man doing? Oh, he does fantastic link-up play. My man is a striker. My man's role is to hit the ball in the back of the net. I said it before, and I said it again. He was not dynamic enough for me as a striker. Not dynamic enough. Oh, but he's right. Yeah, he does great link-up play. It doesn't matter. Bottom line is that going to help you win a World Cup? No, it's not. Striker is in a position for a reason. Midfielders are in a position for a reason. Defense are in a position for a reason. Why the hell, when we need a goal, is Harry Kane on the left wing? Explain that to me. And explain to me that, like, what all the hype was about Harry Kane. I didn't get it. He's had a disappointing tournament. But everyone will say now, oh no, he's the golden boot winner because he scored some penalties because of some reckless, poor defending. The defenders, let's be honest, those defenders were not world-class defenders. They were poor defenders, which brought Harry Kane down inside the box for him to score those penalties. And poor defending allowed him to score goals. Harry Kane, for 2 games now, for me, has done absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, he's gone missing in the biggest game of England's career. He went missing. I didn't see any leadership from him. When images of Terry Butcher in the past, where England were, having struggling matches, he's been trying to, rally the team. Did you see Harry Kane rallying any team? I didn't see Harry Kane rallying anything. So, to me, again before, Harry Kane is an absolute fraud. For me, he's an absolute fraud. I've said it before. He's donkey. Like, people will defend that. But when you defend that crap, that's why you're not going to the England World Cup final. That's why England are not going to the World Cup final. Because you make things up as you go along. Like you make people to be better than they actually are. And when it comes down to it, and it really comes down to a fight, can't perform. Play like a team that is coming home. But I didn't see that from England. They scored the goal from Trippier. I was so glad for Trippier to score that goal. So glad for him to score that goal. But yet again, we cannot finish. We're sticking with Raheem Sterling. Yeah, he's running at players, but can he finish? No. I said this in the on Twitter. I said if we keep doing what we're doing in the first half, we keep missing these opportunities, we will be in serious trouble. Go back and check my Twitter. If we keep missing these opportunities, we will be in serious trouble. Boxing, cricket is almost like boxing, right? You knock a guy down. Now we knew Croatia can come back into matches and win. We've seen them do it, and this match was almost like when it's like a boxing match. You knock a guy down, like a Felix Trinidad. You knock a guy down, but you know this guy's got a record of being unbeaten, getting off the deck, and knocking people out. So Croatia, I would have made it imperative. Listen, we've got this first goal. We've got to get the second goal, and we've got to finish this game off. I'd have whipped Sterling off at half time. And I will whip Kane off as well. He doesn't dribble with the ball, so why have you got him running at defenders if he can't dribble? Why have you got him taking the ball off the left wing if he can't run? I don't get it. If he's one of these guys, he's a target man, what then you got the man running off the left wing for, or running in midfield for? I don't get. I just do not understand it. But for somehow England or supporters, all those guys that were running me down and telling me about Harry Kane, where are you now? Kyle Walker, another one, right? Okay, Kyle Walker did some really good defending, but again, at times, and I don't blame Pickford for those goals that went in. I don't blame Pickford. I don't blame Pickford at all. But once again, see for me, you take Harry Kane off. You take him off at halftime. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything whatsoever. Let's bring somebody else on. Sterling's running at players. Oh, he's running. He's opening up defenses. Well, all right. But that's it. He's not doing anything else. He's not creating any more opportunities. And even if he does create opportunity, he's letting put the ball back in the net. You need to have that world-class finish in there. And that is the reason why we're going home. Because we did not finish our chances. We had substandard striker up front, substandard player in midfield. And in Rashford, when he brought him on, he's trying, but it just seemed to me that either Rashford couldn't be bothered or was too demoralised. Dele Alli played his socks off. Again, Maguire trying very hard. You know, Stones did well. Ashling again, doing very well. Lingard wasn't much of him in the game. But my lord, England. So I don't want to hear no more crap about Harry Kane Golden Boot winner. I don't want to hear that. Because if we'd play any better opposition, he wouldn't be anywhere near the Golden Boot winner. No chance. You know, it just covered over the cracks for me a very poor performance. I don't see how, you know, you didn't have Rooney playing in that situation, that player just behind Kane. I would like to play Rooney there, or to put Dele Alli there. I'd put Dele Alli there, and maybe had Dyer and Henderson, but not Raheem Sterling. I don't care if a guy is getting flack and you're not performing, and he wasn't performing. So I don't think I was going to give Harry Kane flack for not being the leader. He was no damn leader. He looked tough. He looked rough. He looked like he could lead a troop. But where was he when there was chaos on the field? I didn't see no leadership. I didn't see the camera cutting to him and him trying to rally the players and shouting and screaming at players. You would have seen that from a Tony Adams. You would have seen that from a Terry Butcher. You would have seen that from a Paul Ince. You would have seen that from Maria Ferdinand. You would have seen that from a Alan Shearer. You would have seen that from a Gary Lineker. You would have seen that from a David Beckham. At what point in time in that England side did you have somebody who really wanted to take the game on? And that's the difference. When you look at someone like Modric, who's an outstanding player, that is what you need in your team if you're really going to make a difference. So, you know, if Croatia go on to win this World Cup, it's because they've got bounce back ability. They use it a lot in these motivational talks. Bounce back ability. We just weren't good enough. In attack, we weren't good enough. If an out and out striker is having to do link up play for you from deep in midfield, then you've got a crap midfield. Personally, what the hell you got the midfield for then? Why are you doing it? I couldn't believe what. Honestly, I could not believe it when I'm watching Harry Kane on the left wing. It's not. Has this guy got pace? No. So what are you going to do when he's out on the left wing? And chances being missed, chance after chance after chance. So England deserve to lose this game. Deserve to be getting on a plane and coming home. They deserve it. They deserve it. I'm sorry. You can't miss chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. You have to come home. Sorry, not good enough. And that's it. Bottom line, we weren't good enough. And there were many opportunities in that game to finish Croatia off, and we didn't. And that's why we are now not in a World Cup final. That's it. Because now that fraud AJ can suffer the same fate of choking on the World Cup stage. World stage. Okay. Fire up manager, bro. It's time now. I understand. Benjamin Franklin is Kane and Sterling on the bench. One shot for one shot for something. Shake my head. I really don't get England have so many players on the other side. Croatia have not one decent substitute other than Kovac. And look what happened. Kane is similar to Benzema. Poor game for Lingard as well. Rashford should start the game. And how young players go look at Mbappe. Croatia deserved to win. Needed Defoe. My girl bangs in goals. My guy bangs in goals for fun. Well, maybe. Yeah, Defoe might have been interesting to play up front. You needed a bit of experience up front. I'm sorry. It's all right scoring goals in qualifiers, and when it doesn't matter, we needed goals. We really needed goals, and we weren't good enough. I'm sorry, we weren't good enough. You need a guy who's lethal up front, and I keep saying to you before, I would have taken Rooney to this World Cup. I would have taken Rooney to the World Cup, and I played him just where Sterling is. I'd have played Rooney there. Our deliveries into the box wasn't good enough. Ashley Young once again played very well. Good hard-working player. Trippier, very good player. Maguire, very good player. Pickford, very good player. Henderson. Why is my man taking shots? At least Henderson's trying to take shots from 30, 20, 30 yards out from the box. Kane ain't even trying to do that. I would have taken Kane off from half time. I would have business. I would have taken him off. I would have taken him off. Lingard and Dele Alli didn't work out in the midfield role. No, they didn't work out in the midfield role. But for me, Lingard didn't do great. Ali looked okay. But look, these are guys in the Premiership that we celebrate. We celebrate Dele Alli. We celebrate Lingard. More Dele Alli. Dele Alli was in a last FIFA game. He's one of the top players. I had Dele Alli my side for the journey. I bring Dele Alli, and I had Dele Alli and I had Griezmann playing together. Pardon my French, but it all catches up with you in the end. You can't keep making mistakes like this over and over and over again. Welbeck would have been more useful than Kane today. This is what I'm saying. We need the extra pace. We need someone to hit them. When we won the break, we need someone to hit them. I felt sorry for Rashford. I really felt sorry for Marcus Rashford. That's a guy that I think, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with Marcus Rashford. He looked like a guy who lacked confidence. Vardy was shit. Southgate should have brought Welbeck on instead. Well, that's it. It's coming home. Yeah, England's coming home. We're coming home. We're coming home. We're coming. England's coming home. Well, not yet. They got. You know what? They asked kicked by Belgium as well. Now they're playing back to back top teams now. And we won't beat Belgium. We won't beat Belgium. Forget that. And now I bet you now Southgate will come out and bring a Welbeck playing a game and Phil Jones, and he'll bring all these players out to play now. You watch it. You watch how he'll bring Phil Jones out and Welbeck playing and Buckland in goal, and wait and see. Watch and see. UK's defense was weak. Croatia, not only our defense, I would say our defense was weak. I said our midfield was poor. Midfield, you've got your striker coming back and helping in midfield. There was one point I had Dele Ali tracking all the way back into defense, way back. I'm like, what are you doing? And then what did I tell you about passing the ball back in defense? What did I tell you? Against better teams, we're lucky. We should have been 3-1 down. When's the flight? We'll bring that first class ticket home. Listen, you know what? Deserve to get beat. You have to give Croatia credit. You have to give Croatia credit. I'm sorry. People may have disliked my video, but I was telling you the truth. Too many personal errors. Croatia's second goal was a personal error. Listen, the personal errors were caused by lukewarm management. Again, you're playing Sterling. You're putting your faith in Sterling when he doesn't know how to put the ball in the back of net. You're putting your faith in Kane. He's not a good striker. He's not a good enough striker. So that's two guys who, as far as I'm concerned, were taking up space on the side. And you put your faith in Kane and Sterling over 2 games now. They did not perform. That's what happens. Was Sturridge played injured? It must have been. England players taking selfies. They ain't hurt. No, as far as England are concerned now, well, you know what? We were meant to get to the quarterfinals. We got to the semi-finals. So we're heroes. Bloody heroes. England are going to come back and be celebrated. That's why we don't win anything. Because a substandard performance now is going to be celebrated by the press. Oh, England, we were close. This is a new generation. We're going to do well. No, stop that crap. Stop that crap. Listen. Your striker was poor. Your midfielder was poor. Your attack was poor. Your midfield was poor. Right? But you're going to turn around and tell everyone, yeah, you know what? This is next generation. That's why we don't win anything. That's why we don't win anything, because we cover over the cracks. It was a poor World Cup. It was a poor World Cup. For me, it was a poor. It wasn't good enough. Not if you want to win a World Cup. If you want to get to semi-finals and not play the best teams at the World Cup and get to semi-finals, you should be winning that damn World Cup now. You should be getting past Croatia. Think about Croatia. I think Croatia's got like 3.4 million people in their country. We have 55 million. 55 million. And we can't pick 11 players good enough to win a World Cup, or at least beat Croatia. 55 million, and in 55 million people, we can't pick a guy that can put a ball in the back of the net. We can't pick a guy that can beat 2-3 defenders. We can't pick a guy that can run with the ball and giving the ball away. Is that what you're telling me? 55 million, and Croatia are 3.4 million. And we're the home of football, and we can't even put a ball in the back of the net. Is that what you're telling me? I told you, Harry Kane is a donkey, and that is it. I don't care what anybody tells me. He's a damn donkey, and that's it. I didn't see a single tear. Who else does England have then? Well, let me tell you something. I would have played Rooney where Sterling was. Croatia play 3 games back-to-back with extra time. That is going to be a factor versus France. Well, it was meant to be a factor versus England. True, Kane scores. Let's see what someone say. Kane scores when he's put into position, but he doesn't create his own chances like Mbappe or even Hazard. Agreed. England got what they deserved. Terrible second half and terrible in extra time. Agreed. Won't see better chance to win a World Cup in our lifetime. I totally agree with you, Call. 2971. Premier League needs more English players playing for the top teams. Agree with you there. They had their chances in the first half. Put rules in place to have a set amount of English players in English teams for starters. I agree with you there, Slotty Girl. Totally agree with you there. Benjamin Franklin. Premier League is longer and harder league, but that plays factor. But that plays factor. The players are not that fresh. No, I'm not running behind that. Listen to me. Harry Kane scores 30 goals a season or 40 goals a season. Yeah, because he's getting quality balls into the box each and every time. He's not relying on two English players to whip the ball into the box. He's getting quality balls into the box all the time from non-English players. Too many other country players in our teams. I've said it already and I'll say it again. Not good enough. They should have had Rooney and Defoe as subs. Well, I would have had Rooney instead of Sterling. But you know what? I'm going to do my Football Manager game and I'm going to pick my England team and we'll see what I can do with them. And I'll play my Football Manager game live. These teams are owned by foreigners. They don't care about English players. There you go. Sorry, but the English players need to be first in their own team clubs. Don't matter, but are they good enough? That's the question. No matter if you had a whole if you had a whole English team, if you picked a whole English team, could they win the Premiership? Just a whole English side. It must be done. Well, ain't gonna happen at Arsenal now. You look at the Arsenal team, Arsenal supporters. How many Englishmen are going to be in that side? Wiltshire's gone. How many England players are going to be playing for Arsenal next season? It's very worrying. Who's the donkey now? It was a factor versus England. Love you, dude. Thank you so much. Harry Kane is a very good striker, but he had a twat next to him called Sterling. No, Harry Kane is not a very good striker. What makes him a very good striker? Because he runs into midfield. What makes him a good striker? Tell me what Harry Kane does that's so phenomenal. Tell me. That's why, you see, people like you is the reason why England are going home. Because he was the man, he's the guy that needs to put the ball in the back in it. And if he's substandard, I tell you, if you had a Shearer there, a Shearer or Lineker, you know, he's a goal hanger, but he'll put goals in the back of the net. Or who else? Or Michael Owen. Do you mean guys will put the goals in the back of the net for fun? But Kane is not that. Kane is not good enough. I'm sorry. He's a donkey. That's all he is. He's a donkey and a chancer. That's what Kane is. He's a chancer. 4 years, he was doing whatever he was, and he got to play. You know, fair play to him. But he's not a captain. I thought he was captaincy material. Until tonight. And when it came down to it, where was Harry Kane as captain? I didn't see him calling no troops in. I didn't see him pulling the troops together. When Croatia were causing havoc, right, I would have had a word with my team. I'd have been screaming at my team, get back, pull into position. I didn't see that from Harry Kane. Instead, I see my man running off on the left wing. English players who play in the Premier League has big problems. They don't have the chance to test themselves in other types of football. I like what Paul Ince did. I like what Gascoigne did. They went off and played in Europe. Hit the like button, everyone. Of course, Welbeck. Well, say what you want about Welbeck, but I said, did I not mention to you about Welbeck? I said Welbeck should be playing faster than Vardy because he's got a golden touch for England. He's got a golden touch, but Southgate not once decided to take Kane off and put Welbeck on. He's had a golden touch for England throughout the campaign, but for some reason, he wouldn't go with it. And I don't mean the Premier League is a bad league. It's the opposite. One of the two best leagues, probably the best in Spain. Really? The more foreign players we've got, the less of English Premiership it is. So then what is it? It's a United Nations. Well, you might as well call it the United Nations Premier League. I'd like to have, I think there should be one or two teams in the Premiership that are English players only. I really do. England team, great players, but not great team. What makes the players? Will you tell me in that England setup how many of those players would have made a World 11? How many of those England players would have made a World 11? Go now, you tell me how many players you'd have picked. Well, Kane would have made the World 11. Sterling would have made a World 11. Dele Alli wouldn't make a World 11. Lingard wouldn't make a World 11. Young wouldn't make a World 11. Trippier, I don't know. Maguire might make a World 11, but there's better defenders than Maguire out there. Pickford wouldn't make a World 11. There's not one player I would say in that England side that I would stick in a World 11. Sorry. Not one. Not one. But there's also a lot of talented players in the Spanish league. And also very good ones and tough ones in other major leagues, such as the German, Italian. Fact, which also has been seen in the Champions League. I wouldn't have minded seeing Welbeck. No, me neither. I would rather see Welbeck than bloody Vardy. Grassroots, along with priority for English clubs. England build-up play was not good. At set place was okay. Yeah, set place was okay. But when you've got Harry Kane as part of your midfield, it's a problem. We did okay, but we had an easy run. I reckon France will win the final. Probably go with 3-1. Yeah, I like France. France was one of my teams to go on to the final. Top quality players. Notice the names: Pogba, Griezmann, Giroud, uh, the guy that I always liked to have in defence, who scored the goal for France. I don't pronounce his name. Utamil. I love that guy. Mbappe. Look what France accomplished with players playing a broad league, both now and with the Zidane era. Peter Crouch. Oh my God, no. We should win. We should have won, but we were. But where was Harry Kane? Where was Sturridge? I don't know. Croatia was meant to be was meant to tie, and it was England who tied. I'm not a Spurs fan, but what he does for Tottenham is fantastic, and he's decent for England. But I agree with you, he's not a captain. What do you mean? What he does for Tottenham? Harry Kane by himself? No, there's other people there. Dele Alli, but there's other players in that Tottenham side that are not English that are helping Harry Kane out for sure. Louise Barrett, can you shut me out? Louise Barrett. If you're female, because I don't know if you're female, sometimes it can be the boyfriend using the girlfriend's laptop. But Louise, if you're female, then hey, how you doing? Hope you're well. England have a great team, but not great players. We talked about that. Sterling is bad. He was terrible. Look at Belgium, the way they're all in Premier League champions. Yep. Hazard, top player. Lingard was sick this time. Okay. Kosovo is Serbia. Sterling's legs turned to jelly in front of goal. That's true. Kevin Van Bruyne. England is Serbia. Company. Joker. We USA peeps are happy Croatia beat England. Ha ha ha. Yeah, glad. Vardy, Premier League champions, don't forget. Yeah, so. Umtiti. Lloris. There you go. Barcelona. Tottenham. Yeah, both solid defenders, both top quality defenders and proven quality. Um, it hurts so much that their finishing came back to bite us. Did I not mention this in the previews? Go back and look at my videos. Did I not mention this? Harry Potter is overrated. Loris is sick. What language is Harry Kane speaking? Is it some foreign English dialect? France will win it. What do you think about the French squad? Brilliant. They're awesome. I said England have to play like the French team to beat Croatia. Did I not say? I expected England to win the game 2-1 because I thought they would have played. This is how I saw it. I thought England would, off the back of the Swedish game, would have played with the same sort of tempo, or even more, with a lot more belief. And you see how they were when they got the first goal against Sweden, they went and got a second goal. I thought if they did that against Croatia, then Croatia would score a goal because I thought Croatia would bounce back in the game. So I thought 2-1, England would win the game. But oh no, same old garbage, same old Sterling, same old Kane. In order to say Kane is a great player and not just a good one, he must play at top level for many years and go abroad. Agreed. It's critical to go abroad, like Luis Suarez did, and then he proved that you're a great one. But for me, it's like Owen. He was a good player in England, but then he went to travel to Spain. Sorry, I don't think you remember him. Who? Michael Owen. I remember Michael Owen. England overachieved. They're not that good. They had an easy draw. I totally agree there. Too much hype. England, too much hype. That's why we don't do anything. They're too much hype. Southgate had the right approach. But then when you need to expand, you couldn't expand. England beat teams like Tunisia to get to the semi-finals. Overrated. I agree with you, the Joker. They seem to have it FH. They just couldn't hit the back of the net. FF, FFS Kane. I don't think it's time to be harsh in England now. Leave it after Saturday's game, boy. No, no. Because what you're going to probably see now is all the other players come out now. The Welbecks and Butland and Phil Jones. You'll see them all come out now. When it's too late, Belgium may kick their ass. Belgium may kick their ass. Kaku, Van Boynen, Hazard. They're going to kick her ass. Unless Southgate rests all them other players. They're going to kick her ass. Yeah, we're coming back home on the plane. And guess what? We'll get celebrated like heroes. And it was Sir Harry Kane for doing what? Was Kane on the bench today? I couldn't see him. Don't rub it in, Slicks. Don't rub it in. So, you know what? I have to get my foot manager out and I have to manage the England side and see if I can get myself to a World Cup final. It's not good enough. At least I'm going to try. Belgium did it once already. Oh, Belgium will do him again as well. Absolutely appalling. Absolutely appalling. Substandard, not good enough. They'll be celebrated for beating Panama and Tunisia and Sweden. Yeah, that's it. And England are going to get a lofty overrating of third or fourth in the world. So some idiot is going to come out and say, we've played the best football we've played in a long time. And I'll tell you something, this next World Cup, I'll tell you, we're coming for it. Okay. Oh, yeah. With what? With Donkey Kane? Yeah, of course. Of course we are. Of course we are. Of course we are. We need to generate some proper strikers, man. Some guys who can really put the ball in the back of the net, and guys who are prepared to take on players, and when it comes down to it, can actually do it. I like both France and Croatia. I will support Croatia because I want a new winner, but the odds are 70-30 in favour of France, I believe. Harry Kane is probably getting the golden boot, so the England hype will continue. I think England did very well with limited talent. What? No, they didn't do very well. They did garbage. Absolute garbage. Croatia has 3.4 million as a population. We have 55 million people in our country. 55 million. Even if it's just 10 million that are English, you couldn't have picked out of that 10 million 11 players and one guy to put the ball in the back of the net and one guy to beat two defenders. That's what you're trying to tell me? And you're telling me that's the best England have got? Come on, man. Come on. Where would Kane go? He would only make money at Barcelona, Real, and maybe Bayern. But he ain't good enough for neither of them teams. Kane wouldn't go abroad just yet. Ain't good enough. We need more English players playing for the top teams. 6 minimum each side. Who would you have chosen rather than Kane? English. Who would I played up front? Not Kane. I would have had Rashford. Rashford and Welbeck or Rashford and Vardy. But to be honest, I would have had Rooney just playing off Rashford or Rooney just playing off uh, Welbeck or Vardy. But I would have had Wayne Rooney in that holding role or that role where Sterling is. That's what I played it. Or I would have taken Sterling out. If you're going to play Kane, then I'll put Dele Alli just behind Kane, the two Tottenham players. And then if you're going to play Sterling, you play Sterling in his proper position as a winger, cross the ball into the box. If England faced Croatia or Germany, Spain, they would have gone home a long time ago. Of course, they would have gone a long time ago. Which football team do you support? The one who's got more foreign players now than ever, Arsenal. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do this season with all these foreign players. I don't mind Arsenal do well in the Premiership. I have a problem when there's not hardly any English players in that side. First half was all England though. They got tied. My name is Callum. Sorry, on my mum's account. So sorry. Don't worry. All right, Callum. Well, say hello to Louise for me anyway. Croatia's a world class midfield. Jermaine Defoe. Yes. Well, would I have played my cousin up front? Would I have taken him to a World Cup? Or would I had him as a super sub? I would have had him as a super sub. That's it. Callum Barrett. Pleased to meet you, Callum. Say hello to mum for me, by the way. Just say hello, Louise. Give a shout out to your mum and shout out to you as well, Callum. Croatia do have better players, but that's a poor excuse. It's about the team. You can't play Rashford as a target man. Rooney in the US now is way past his prime, man. Stop. Hold on a second. Past his prime. Past his prime. Let me ask you a question. How many England players does it take to take a free kick? And the difference between a Sterling and a Rooney is the past and the vision. Teddy Sheringham wasn't prime Teddy Sheringham when he played for Manchester United or when he played for England. He wasn't prime Teddy Sheringham. Teddy Sheringham must have been like 35 or 34, 35 um when he played for England. All right? It's that experience. It's that knowing when to pass the ball or to take a shot from 25, 35 yards out. Rooney would do something like that for you. He'd do something out of the extraordinary. What, you expected Sterling to do that, are you? That's why England are going home, because you haven't got no creativity. And the fact that Rooney's in the side and he's playing there, people have gone, oh, let's close Rooney down. They're trying to close him down, and the ball could be passed out to the wings or through the middle. Don't get it. Just don't get it. Um, you can't play Rashford as a target man. I wouldn't play Rashford as a target man. Why would you play target man? That's why we're in the crap we're in at the moment. What happened? What happened to Rashford being an advanced forward? Why do you have to, or centre forward? Why do you have to play him as a target man? That's the crap we've got at the moment with Harry Kane, because the target man didn't work clearly. Rooney in midfield is still better than Kane in midfield. I agree. Ericsson, Capella, McLaren, Hodgson, Allardyce. Still wonder why you never win. Agree. Kane is England's best striker. No, he's not. Uh, Players like Welbeck, Vardy, not good enough anymore, but I would have given Welbeck a chance. Well, you can't say Welbeck wasn't good enough because he wasn't given a chance. You can't say Rashford wasn't good enough because he wasn't given a chance. So I disagree with you there. He ain't fast enough, man. Ha 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 ha! From Scotland, I agree with you, mate. Totally. I'm laughing all the way as well. I'm laughing with you as well. Um, as a United fan, I respect the way you say what you say on Rooney. Of course, this is about winning a World Cup. You bring experienced players to the World Cup with you. I get that, but how can you play Rooney as a forward in 2018? You don't play him as a forward. You play him behind the strikers. You play him like, okay, remember World Cup where the Euros where Venables had Teddy Sheringham? That's the role. You'd play him in a Paul Scholes type of role. You play him as a guy who plays off the striker, dinks little balls forward. He can run into the box late and score goals. He can score goals from 25, 35 yards out. He can score free kicks. That's why I'd have Rooney in the side. Um, that's why in his last year at Man United, they put him in midfield. It's not about him being slow. Teddy Sheringham. When was Teddy Sheringham known for his pace? Come on, think about it, man. What football you been watching? Rooney was terrible in 2016. Harry Kane was terrible in 2018. Sterling was terrible in 2018. Lingard was terrible in 2018. And guess what? All three of them were at the World Cup. Your point is, Goldman Sachs, the evil investment bank, has Belgium and England jinxed as they were picked as predicted finalists. Wow. I really rate Kane, but he won't do much without superior midfielders feeding him. There we go. That's my point. When you've got a target, would you ever see Alan Shearer playing out on the left wing? First time you play a top team, it's good night. Totally agree with you there, 50-50. Sean Newton, really? And you want me to even... Okay, listen, mate. You were so glad when I packed up with Baylor TV. You were one of the ones celebrating, telling me to go do one. Remember? And you want to come on my channel now and have a conversation with me? Really? Really? Sure? I don't think so, my friend. I have a point, you don't. Oh, you do? Okay, fair enough then. Uh, can you shout out my sister Amelia, please? Yeah, shout out to Amelia. Hope you're doing well, Amelia. Uh, wow, we agree on something. Yeah, well, finally we do, but it's not boxing, eh? Um, most of England fans think Harry Kane is better than Ronaldo. Oh my god. How many shots did Harry Kane have on target against Croatia? How many shots did Harry Kane have on target against Colombia? Those are two games. No, no, no. How many shots did Harry Kane have on target? Not Colombia, against Sweden. I'm not talking about penalties. Go. I'll give Harry Kane that. Superb penalty taker. Uh, we let ourselves down, England. We sat back after 1-0. We didn't deserve anything. I agree with you there. Joey, I hope you're well. Yep, I hope I'm well, Joey. You have to get back and get that football game out, definitely. So, you're watching people now. Check this out. Croatia 7 shots on target. England 1. The better team won, which was Croatia. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. There's no look. I've got my tweet here. My tweet here says we need to take our chances. We can't afford to miss too many because we will get punished. What happened? We got punished. We have to kill this game off, or we will have serious problems. First half. Let's see if I can get any more of the tweets I put out. Where is Kane and his leadership now? Is it, where's Kane and his leadership now? Is where he needs to be when he needs to be screaming at his team. Nothing there. Bring Vardy or Rashford on for extra pace to get behind Croatian side. That's when we were 1-0 up. England need to score early in the so that's what I was tweeting through it all. That's what I was tweeting through and over and over and over again to people. So it is what it is, people. It is where it is. Really enjoy my birthday, and fingers crossed we'll also be launching BWTM online TV station as well, hopefully by July the 15th. So for all you football fans out there, I hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the World Cup. I think I might just do a preview for Belgium versus England. Just watch the first preview, to be honest. I think Belgium are going to do a number in England, to be honest. Yeah. Thank you all so much as always. Don't forget, as always, to rate, subscribe, share the videos. Let's see what people are saying here. Yep. And at some point, either tonight or tomorrow, I will do a World Cup game. Keep liking the videos, keep sharing the videos. I appreciate you. This has been Ingram Jones from BWTM Sports. We're out of here. Take care.